Hello guys, so we got a Panasonic TV to fix. That TV has a power off at the moment. Okay. Now, as you can see, we've got a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times before the power. And when we press the button, power button, it's getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see it just blinking. So it doesn't matter even how many blinks, but we've got a black screen, okay? So nothing can do, it's still blinking, okay? So you see, it's just blinking. Now the question is there a problem? Oh, and now it's died, yes? So what it is like there can be different faults. There can be backlight issue, okay, or there can be a power supply issue. So I will pause and I will tear it apart, and then just open the bag and I will be back. Okay, so before I remove even a single screw, you can see yourself the model. 55-inch, yes, FX550B from TX series. Okay guys, so I will continue to unscrew all these screws right now. See you soon. Okay guys, so we're nearly there. Almost all screws are here, done all across over there. Now what has left is usually at this place here you can find some screws. So here we see one screw, here is a second screw, yes, and here I found as well two screws. So one, yes, and two, it's here. So these screws has to go, and we should be okay. Yes, we should be able to open it. Okay guys, so I was right actually. So it's fine. So power mains can come here, and here we get a power supply going out to the main board. Yes, now main board should give us a signal to the display. Okay, so then what's happening is this is LVDS signal goes there. Oh sorry, here an LVDS signal goes there. We get COF connectors on each side of the panel. Yes, so that's what it is. So now we will see if we need to open the front and look at the backlight, or we can let's say, or we can diagnose here a fault. Usually on them you can have a list of voltages, but I don't see on this side, and I'm not sure if we will be able to see on the other side, because those pins can produce, you know, a range of volts. Yes, so you should be able to check it. If we're not sure, you know, what it should produce, then unfortunately, you know, we can't diagnose properly. But the backlight is here, I see, that goes here, and that's connecting at this place. So this backlight should produce us power. Now we don't know how much of the power it should produce, but we can guess based on other TVs, or we can try to see the other side of the power supply. If we don't have voltages, we can just Google for the schematics of this power supply, and then check via that schematics, you know, data sheet of this particular model thing. That will be this one here. Yes, try not to touch anything, because this can just make you a pain. Although it's disconnected from the mains, it still can be a pain. But anyways guys, what we can do as well, yes, what we can do as well is, we don't know, well actually no, the best way will be this way. Yes, so we will check, I will unscrew and see if there are details barely possible to be true. Most of the time you can see on this board from this side, so on the power supply from this side, and if you can't see it, there's none at the back. But let's just, you know, like double check. Yes, maybe this time is different, it will surprise me this time and I will find them there. If no, I'll look for the schematics. Okay, so unfortunately I was right. There's no details at the back of this board. Main board is still connected, so you know. So we see that it's a bug of the board. So unfortunately, you know, we can't see it. We will go to the schematics. I'll put it first back together, and then we can look at the voltages, what we should get, and then we can take it from there. Guys, so I've got it. It's 17IPS72P, and look how dear it is, like 10 pounds, 20 pounds, yes, range. Let's look what we can find here. But what we need is, like, we need more than that. We can't just have a power supply and, you know, magically think that it will fix all our issues, yes? Like, if there's no power, you shouldn't just go and buy the power supply, because that can mean, you know, that the power supply is good actually. And the fault, it can be in the backlight, for instance, yes? So some of the LEDs can go down, and because of that you will see, oh gosh, okay, so that should work, yes? And it turns out no, that shouldn't. Even though, you know, you will change the power supply, it will still be faulty, yes? So we shouldn't. So now what we need to add is, I'm adding usually schematics. And if I can find it, yes, service manual. Oh, that will do as well, yes. So we go to the service manual. I'll switch off this, yes. Full text matches, check, Vestel, okay. Vestel, still Vestel, but I can't see TKAK part 1. PSU repair tips. You'll quickly learn that Vestel. I don't know what it is, but I like the name. Usually I'm going for the worst build sets ever. Oh, you see? You will quickly learn that Vestel makes some of the worst build sets ever. Oh, what's even more laughable is that brands like Toshiba, Sanyo, Sharp, etc. all buy in Vestel. So you see, that's a Panasonic TV as well have this. But what I want to say is, still tip, repairs, tips, okay, file name, document download. Let's 3, 2, 1 should be direct link. Okay, let's get it, and we will see. Maybe we can, you know, oh, there is actually downloaded like number of times. So we've got a tutorial how to, you know, how to diagnose, yes, and you see, you can see. So maybe no better. Okay, you will quickly learn model. That's not our model. Yes, that's not our model. Diagnosis now, fix, check 20 error voltages are good, replace model. So now none of them actually, none of them reply to our problem. So we need to check if we can get maybe this. That's a plasma big screen HD home theater. What? Funai. Unfortunately, I can't understand here why we're asking for one. Maybe here, because we got 17 IPS service manual download. Maybe here. See, not always the first. Oh, I need to turn off the advertisement first. So ad block, yes. More pause options. Pause on the side once. Okay. Now let's reload. Another robot. Consent. See, no bicycles. There is no bicycles. Traffic lights. I'm a robot. Do the robot dance. Okay, come on, fans downloading free of charge, 5 a day, cool, we don't need more than that. Look more like no, download for free. See, it's so many clicking, then we got here. And then we can check the power supply, you see. So now we've got a good model, yes. 17 IPS 17, there is no P is missing. But what we can do is Vestel 19 to 22 inch. That's 19 to 22 inch. We already know that we can expect even on our 12 volts, 5 volts, yes. And if those will be present, there's most likely that we will be okay. Even though it is different one, here is another 12 volt and 5 volts. So if we will measure various points and we will see 12 volts and 5 volts, guys, we can assume that there is no fault in the power supply. But we can look into the backlight, again another inlet for 12 volts. So pretty much, you know, on this power supply we see 12 volts and 5 volts. And that's what we wanna see over there. Don't see anything in particular here. Can we find quickly, you know, like other stuff?